Imagine this, you just got a raise, 10%, maybe even 15%, the kind of number you've been working toward for years. For a moment, it feels like you've finally made it, like things are finally going to get easier. You tell yourself, now things will change, now I can finally breathe. But then, you go to the grocery store, you pay your rent, you check your bills, and suddenly that extra money just disappears. आपने notice किया है? You did everything right. You studied, you worked hard, you stayed consistent. So why does it still feel like nothing is changing? It's like you're running faster and faster on a treadmill, but the finish line keeps moving further away. This is not a coincidence. This is not just bad luck. This is a silent system, quietly taking away your wealth while you sleep. And that's exactly what we explore here at Behind the System, where we break down the hidden forces shaping your life one layer at a time. We've always been told that if we work harder and earn more, we'll eventually get richer. But the reality is very different. The ladder we were told to climb has been pulled up, and the rules of the game have quietly been rewritten. And the scary part, most people don't even realize it's happening. In this video, we're going to look behind the curtain of the global economy to understand why you keep getting poorer, even when you earn more. To understand this, we first need to look at something very simple but very powerful. The difference between what you earn and what your money actually do. Your nominal income is just a number. It's what shows up on your salary slip. But your real income is what that money actually buys you. On paper, you are earning more, but in reality, you are owning less. And this is where most people get confused, because they focus on income, but the real game is purchasing power. Let's make this real. Think about your monthly life. A few years ago, maybe your grocery bill was 2,000 rupees. Today, it's 3,000, maybe even more. Fuel prices, rent, electricity, eating out, everything has quietly become more expensive, but your salary hasn't increased at the same pace. So even though you're earning more, your life doesn't feel better. It just feels heavier. Now think of your financial life like a bucket of water. Every year you work harder to pour more water into it. You get a raise, maybe a bonus, maybe a better job, but there's a hole at the bottom. That hole is inflation. Most people think inflation is just an unfortunate side effect, but in reality, it's a tool, a system designed to keep the economy moving. Inflation is what you could call a hidden tax, and the worst part, you never agreed to it. Think about it. When prices rise slowly every year, you don't protest, you don't question it, you just adjust. You cut a few expenses, you compromise a little more, and life moves on. सोच के देखो, why do central banks around the world aim for inflation instead of eliminating it completely? Why is 2% inflation considered healthy but 0% is not? Because inflation quietly solves a very big problem: government debt. When governments owe massive amounts of money, they don't want to repay it with strong money. They print more, reduce the value of each unit, and slowly repay that debt with weaker currency over time. Which means, while the system becomes more stable, your money becomes less powerful. And it doesn't stop there. As your salary increases on paper, inflation pushes you into higher tax brackets, even if your real lifestyle hasn't improved. This is called bracket creep. You earn more, but you give away more. And slowly, without realizing it, your financial progress gets neutralized. But the system goes even deeper. It doesn't just affect your money, it changes the entire structure of the economy. It creates a divide between two types of people: those who earn money and those who own assets. Over time, these two parts have separated. Productivity has increased, the economy has grown, but most wages have stayed relatively flat. So where did all that extra value go? It didn't disappear. It moved into assets, stocks, real estate, businesses. This is why your parents could dream of owning a house, but today, even thinking about buying one feels overwhelming.
A house that once cost 3 times someone's annual income now costs 7, 8, even 10 times. Housing is no longer just a place to live. It has become a financial asset, an investment for those who already have money. And when essential things like housing, education, and healthcare become assets for the wealthy, they become unaffordable for the middle class. So, what happens when your income can't keep up, but your life still demands more? The system offers a temporary solution: debt. Credit cards, loans, buy now, pay later. They give you the illusion that you can afford the life you want. You swipe now, you pay later. But there's a hidden cost. Debt takes away your freedom. Because once you depend on your next paycheck, you lose the ability to say no. You can't quit easily. You can't take risks. You can't step away. And slowly, the system doesn't just control your money. It starts controlling your choices. But the pressure isn't just external. It's internal too. This is the trap of lifestyle inflation. जितना ज़्यादा कमाओ, उतना ज़्यादा खर्च बढ़ता है. The moment your income increases, your expectations increase with it. A better phone, a bigger house, a more comfortable life. And in today's world, social media makes it even worse. You're constantly comparing your real life to someone else's highlight reel. You feel like you're behind, even when you're doing fine. So, you spend more, not to grow, but to keep up. And most of that spending goes into things that lose value over time, while the things that actually build wealth keep getting more expensive. The result is a slow hollowing out of the middle class. We are working harder than ever, but building less real wealth. And here's the truth that most people don't want to hear. The system is not broken. It is working exactly how it was designed. So, what does this mean for you? It means it's not just you. You are not failing. You are operating inside a system that slowly reduces the value of your effort over time. And this is why you cannot simply budget or work harder your way out of it, because the rules of the game have shifted. From labor to ownership. In a world of leaking buckets, the only way to stay dry is to own the source of the water. To move from just earning money to owning things that grow in value. To focus less on how much you make and more on what you own. Because in the long run, that's what decides who moves forward and who stays stuck. ये coincidence नहीं है. The system was never designed to make everyone rich. It was designed to keep moving. And those who understand how it works are the only ones who truly benefit from it. The system wants you to keep running on that treadmill. But now that you can see the machine, the question is, will you keep running or will you finally step off?